Can you imagine waking up one morning completely paralyzed from the waist down? Well, I can. Not only can I imagine, that's exactly what happened to me. One day back in February 2016, I've shared this story before, and it's my story. And it is a story of glory. Of course, in the beginning, it didn't seem all that glorious, but as time went on and I started to understand a little more, um, started all coming full circle. So, back in February 2016, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune illness. It's rare and it's called neuromyelitis optica spectrum disorder. The original name for it was Devick's disease. So I didn't quite wake up paralyzed, but some people do. My story transcended over several weeks. And then I became paralyzed. But had I not gone to the emergency room when I did, I definitely would have woke up paralyzed. Because as I sat in the hospital in the triage room, the paralysis started to set in from my feet all the way up to my waist. And when I tell you that was a scary moment, it was scary. And so that's why being on that side of the fence, first of all, let me back up a little bit. Because what that did was it kind of took away some independence early on because that was a new life for me, right? So imagine going from being totally dependent, where everybody's asking you to borrow money, asking you to do all the driving to go everywhere. Just it's just you. You're doing everything, and then that happens, and then you become uh, dependent. So you go from being totally independent to dependent. But you can't keep a good independent girl down. So I just started to learn how to maneuver and operate in the wheelchair at that time. So I want to bring some inspiration or some motivation to anybody who's experiencing any kind of illness and you just don't see it getting any better. It can get better. It does get better. It did get better. And what I had to do was embrace that diagnosis and just ask. I stopped asking why me. I watched Les Brown do a video and he made that comment. Why me? Why me? Well, why not you? Would you rather somebody else have that? I'm not going to answer that question. But it was gifted to me and I was strong enough to bear it. They say that God doesn't give us any more than we can bear. And let me tell you, you have to be very strong to endure what I went through, or and what others that have NMO or fibromyalgia, or sickle cell, all of those horrible diseases. We are truly warriors because we're built like that, and we have to fight through. That was a battle, and every day, it's a battle trying to stay healthy, trying to keep your nervous system under control, trying to stay stress free. But lately, I've had some stressful situations try and come up on me, and so I just have to go back into my mindfulness, my meditation, so that those things don't affect my health. Because again, every day is a journey, and people that interrupt that, they simply just don't care. They don't care. They know your situation. Now, granted, never looking for any sympathy. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, people, even if you're totally healthy, people just don't give a hoot when they try and disrespect you or take you for granted, take your kindness for weakness. Then when you call them out on it, then then there's a problem. You're the bad person. You're the villain and they're the victims. Everybody should stop trying to play the victim role and just be accountable for your actions. But people don't like to do that. But anyway, going through that paralysis, now I wasn't ever embarrassed about being in a wheelchair, um, or about how heavy I looked because when you're on that prednisone, you get that what they call it moon face. So it's a different type of weight gain, and yeah, it looks like puffy, like tight, and so I believe I went from like 180 to about 200 and something pounds with that steroid medication. And then when my doctor tapered me off of it, he tapered me off of it and I changed my diet. Because let me tell you something, that medicine will have you eating. You just be wanting to throw down. I was eating everything. My favorite was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Ooh, that soft bread, that peanut butter, that jelly. I used to eat like 3, 4 peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Ooh, I used to tear that stuff up. But anyway, being diagnosed with an autoimmune illness, I've said it before, like in a short, it's not a death sentence. It is just a different way of life. And so you just have to get your coping skills and your positive team. Be surrounded by positive people. People that are going to inspire you, motivate you to, keep going, to move forward, not allow you to be in a depression or depressed state. And sometimes you have to cut some people loose, or some people will just simply fall off to the wayside. And just know that that's okay. That just leaves room for the next individual that is really supposed to be there for you, that allows room for them to be there. And don't feel any kind of way. Just don't take it personal. Let everybody be who they're going to be, and then you just decide if that fits for you. If it fits for you, then fine. If it doesn't, cut them loose. We dealing with enough stress as it is, and some people get it and understand, and some people don't, and that's because people are just selfish, and if they never took the time to research the disease and see how it affects us mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Some of us may have mood swings. I know a majority of us get brain fog. A lot of us can't stand when it's too hot. Some can't stand when it's too cold. Fatigue is another big thing. So that's why you need that great support system. People who can empathize, can try to put their feet in your shoes, and work with you and or understand. Read about it so that way they know about it. That way they won't be saying, "Oh, she just lazy and she just don't want to go do nothing." No, I'm not lazy. My body gets tired easily, faster than yours does. So I can't do a whole lot of hooping and hollering and jumping around and running marathons and all that kind of stuff. I'd love to. And every day I'm working towards getting back to being able to do some of those things. But anyway, just wanted to come out, give a little talk about NMO and a little inspiration to let anybody out there, whoever it is, know, even if you're a caregiver, that this too shall pass. We just have to look at things differently. We have to change our mindset. I had a whole program of stuff that I did after I found out I was diagnosed, which is awesome. So my goal is to get out there, talk about it, speak about it, let people know where I've come from, and where I am today. So stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Give the videos a thumbs up. Comment in the comment section if you know of somebody that was once paralyzed and they can walk again, or if somebody had a really serious illness and they are in remission or they're much better. We would love to hear about it in the comment section. So, anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Got some people working on my balcony over here, so I got to go check and see what they doing. See y'all later. Bye.